guys, this is Aquatimer Watches on You, and today we're going to be doing a watch that is very popular and we've actually neglected to review for a long time. So here it is, the IWC Aquatimer with a beautiful silver dial. So now we're going to take this down the pad so you guys can get a closer look at it. Okay guys, so here's the watch in greater detail, and right away I'm going to go over its 42mm stainless steel case. Now, the case has some weight to it, being it's a dive watch. It's got 1,000 foot water resistance, not meters, sorry. So yeah, it's going to need to be a little thicker just to accommodate that, but it's not actually that thick. You may have seen our review of the 2,000 meter. That is obviously a lot thicker if you watch that review. But yeah, I really like the different brushing and polishing elements they have on this. They have a nice vertical brushing on the sides of the case. It's pretty rough, gives it a cool kind of industrial sporty look. And then you have a polished gas escape valve on one side for saturation diving, and that allows it so your crystal doesn't pop off when you depressurize, which is obviously important because if your crystal pops off, your watch is basically done for a while until you get it repaired. Now I also like the polishing they have on the sides of the lugs and the bezel on a nice beveled edge. Gives it a little classier of a look. I just really like it. So moving on to the dial/bezel. So the dial is a beautiful silver. I really like it. It's not totally white. It is a silver. It's pretty light. It looks better in person than it does on the camera. So if you're considering buying this, for sure check it out in person. Now you can also get it with a blue or a black dial, but I chose the silver because it's more unique. You don't see a lot of white dialed dive watches, and I really like it. Extremely legible with the black hands. You have a cool yellow tip second hand, which I don't think I've ever seen on any other watches. Yellow for a second hand. Usually it's red or orange or something else. But yeah, it looks very, very good. Now the bezel on IWCs is very, very cool. It's a safety ratcheting bezel. So you turn it, and then you can actually turn it the other direction, ratchet it back, and then turn it, and then ratchet, and turn it, and ratchet, kind of like how the crown on a watch works. Now this is very useful because if you accidentally knock your bezel the other way, it's not going to break off like some watches do, and that actually happens during diving sometimes. People accidentally bump their bezel too much in the other direction. It can actually end up popping the thing off. This way, this kind of has a release, so if you do knock it, it will just spin, and you'll avert that. Now that isn't a very common issue. It's just a nice way to do it. And also another way that this is good is if you're diving with this and you need to make an adjustment, you're gonna have some big thick dive gloves on most of the time, and it's hard. It would be harder to adjust the normal bezel, but with this it makes it extremely easy, very grippy. So with dive gloves it'd be very useful as well. So now I'm gonna do a wrist shot. So this watch is 42mm, and I really like that size for a dive watch. Very, very legible, not too big, not too small. The thickness is good too. They did not make it overwhelmingly thick like some companies do. Yeah, done very, very well. I'd say this is kind of if you're wanting a more industrial looking watch or a little more unique looking watch than say like a Submariner, this watch is a good option for you, as it really does look different. The bezel action is extremely smooth, great quality. The size 42mm, still perfect. Yeah, great watch, very comfortable. This rubber strap, is very supple, extremely flexible. It's got these cool kind of like suction cup looking things on the inside. Not exactly sure what those are for, probably just to let out sweat and stuff. And actually I bet grips your wetsuit quite a bit better than just a flat rubber strap. So yeah, very, very cool. I also like how they put this little metal piece in there so it lines up to the case perfectly and does not move on the edge at all, almost at all there. Very nice, just a nice kind of touch. So yeah, very good watch. The movement in this, actually, I should mention though, and this is actually, I'm sure some of you may take this as a big deal, some of you might not take this as a big deal, but I should mention it, that it is an ETA-based movement. So if you really want 100% in-house, this does not fill that for you. But honestly, I wouldn't turn this watch away because the case really is unique and is finished perfectly. The movement is obviously still going to give you perfect accuracy and stuff. There will be no issues with that. Just if you want an in-house movement, this doesn't fulfill that. So this watch is available here at JB Hudson Jewelers. We'll leave a link in the description if you're looking to purchase this. It is available for a great price of $5,400. So that's why that non-in-house movement deal is actually not that big of a deal for me, at least. It's $5,400. The Rolex Submariner no dates are like $8,000, and this is, I mean, the quality is there for sure. I mean, the Rolex is obviously more of an icon than this, but this is, this is a great watch as well. And for that much cheaper, I would definitely consider this. And again, it does look better in person than it does on video, so for sure come check it out. So thank you for watching this video. Remember to check out our other videos and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.